I remember the question to this day. I was out in the woods, I was pacing back and forth. I said, honestly, I wasn't afraid to ask this girl to marry me. And it just came out. I was just like, whoa. And I stopped, and and my buddy was super long pause. He goes, okay. And I was like, okay. That was okay. That's what I would do if I wasn't afraid. And you know what? I don't want to live my life by fear.
What I met Sam and liked about him initially that intrigued me is different than what I fell in love with him for.
Sam came into the world one stormy evening in Lynchburg, Virginia. We've kind of known him ever since. They say you choose your friends, but you're stuck with your family. We were stuck with Mr. Sam Wegert.
She was always a very good dancer, energetic, outgoing, always getting involved.
Anything that comes your way, you're 100% for. You give all your energy into everything you do.
We're not afraid to ask questions. We're not afraid to go to those places that you would think that someone would withhold from you.
And you do because you're both very purposeful people. You're very goal-driven people. You like to write, you like to learn, you continue to develop yourselves in so many ways.
Always creating things to do, or forming groups, or inspiring somebody, outreaching to somebody.
They are a beautiful example of Christ and the church, and their love for each other is so evident and so beautiful that it inspires us all, and it brings us all closer as family, like I think that they have said many times tonight.
Absolutely.
I met Rachel at a wedding, and we are both Latin dancers, so we met at this wedding, and we had some amazing dances.
We met at the wedding, I had her on Facebook, she shoots me a message and it's like, hey, you go to that church Elevation, right? Like, I'd like to go there with you. It's played a really cool role in us, our love story, and us developing ourselves in God, and just kind of realizing that God's here to bring us together, and just played a big role, so we want you to kind of see some of our experience there.
So she agrees to allow me to take her out to dinner. And so, as being the gentleman that my parents taught me to be, on the drive up, I give her a call and I say, hey, let me just stop by and pick you up at your house. There's this long pause on the phone. So she goes, no, I'll send you the address and we'll just meet there. I'm like, sure, that's fine. So the place she decides to pick is the Grove Park Inn.
And then he came to us as his parents and said, hey, Mom and Dad, I kind of like this girl. Would you check her out for me, or help me check her out? And so we did that on the Appalachian Trail and got to hike with Rachel for 2 days and got to know her very well.
I remember Rachel telling me a little story of something that had happened, and I was just like super impressed and inspired. Just like, that's how I want to be in my relationship. Like, yeah, you feel these feelings, you get triggered, whatever, but you pull back, you figure out what's going on, you come back as an adult.
Focuses had to change a little bit. They both had to grow quite a bit through that relationship, and they did. They're not the people they are now that they were then.
Sam and Rachel, I wish you a happy married life. You guys are making a huge difference and you're so young. I can't wait to see what your lifetime of accomplishments and contribution is going to be.
Continue growing together. You guys are amazing, and you are amazing together. Separately, you're great, but together, you can move the mountains.
If you give 100% all the time in your marriage and never expect anything in return, everyone's like, oh, it's a 50-50 relationship. It never is 50-50. If it's 100-0, if you give 100%, it just makes your marriage that much easier.
If you look for love, if you look for where God's shining through, if you look for what you like in the person, you'll find those things. So just keeping that at the center at all times.
And we believe that our relationship is not just for us. It's for people that will come after us, that are with us, and that's our legacy.
We're setting a foundation.
Yes.